Good morning and welcome, my friends, to another Subi Shaves video with me on a beautiful morning. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. I'm going to say it right now. Subi smiles to all of you and squad goals. Thank you so much for clicking today's shave video and for joining me. Hopefully, wherever you're watching from today, you've got yourself something cold in your hand and you're sitting in a comfy chair. Will it on in, get comfortable, and thank you again for joining us for a shave. Today, I'm super excited. I'm thrilled. I got this Yaqi razor in the mail. This is the Trifecta. Take a look at this. This is a razor that's designed to use a shim in the middle of it. You see this plate right here? It actually is designed to lift the blade up at varying levels of aggressiveness, so you can adjust the blade gap underneath the razor simply by using a different shim. How cool is this? And I know I'm using the term shim, call it a plate, whatever you want to refer to it as. People that have wet shaved for a long time would refer to this as a shim, right? Most people at home would make these by hand, and Yaqi has gone out and created stainless steel set level shims that you can actually purchase with their Trifecta razor. I love that. It lets you dial in your aggressive level of shave, right? How close you want it, how efficient you want it. Dial it in there with the razor, but without changing a base plate. All you're changing technically is the exposure with a shim. I love this. I think it's awesome. I'm really excited to be using it today. Tell me really quickly in the comments if this doesn't remind you of the Darwin of old, the one produced out of Sheffield, England. I saw this like this morning. I thought to myself, maybe not an exact clone, but really close with the Chippendale handle. Again, this is a full set from Yaqi. This is the Chippendale handle or the Wolfman-esque handle, but really ultimately it came from the Darwin design, right? I love this handle. It's one of my favorite handles, probably my favorite handle from Yaqi in stainless steel polish. Absolutely beautiful at a really fair, honestly, very good price. This razor was like $40-ish, $48, I think right now. It's actually $51, but then it's like on a reduction price right now. It's on a discount. You're getting that steal of a deal. You're getting a discount. I love the razor. I love the way it looks, and the face shave today, we're going to talk about it. Darn, that was good. It was close. You can see no weepers, no problems, and we're rocking it on the most aggressive plate today. I am super excited. Thank you again for tuning in and being here. Today, we're going to be rocking out with Kane, and there's a reason why. Today is the highest temperature to humidity ratio we've had where I live, and I am dying. And this, I told myself every year I save this for this time of year. As the bathroom gets up beyond 75 degrees, I'm rocking out with Kane. I love this. It's one of my favorite ones. I know they release it for winter, but the peppermint and menthol and just the way it smells, you get this candy cane-esque. It mixes in with some vanilla. Love this one from Phoenix. I already have it whipped up and lathered, as you can see, with our Phoenix Dreamscape Scuttle and our beautiful, I'm reusing this. I enjoyed it so much yesterday, I'm reusing it. This is the 24 mil Yaqi professional brush. This little brush lets me dial in my lather. Like when I was doing this super effectively. I just really, really like it. It feels like you're pinpointing your water to soap ratio. Like when I use a bigger brush, it's kind of like more of a, like, I have a harder time dialing it in. But with these little brushes, that I can just get in there and I really get the, like a combination that works for me and that I like. Just really enjoy that. Pinpointing my lather down with water to soap consistency using this little brush. I love the 24 mil. Really great brush knot from Yaqi. Oh, beautiful set in the bathroom right now, and it is chilly crisp, and I'm ready to shave. We're at 24 hours, and we've got Wizamet Super Iridiums loaded in this razor. Super Iridium, so they're an aggressive blade paired with their most efficient shim, their more efficient plate. I'm having a hard time remembering the term plate versus shim. My brain just automatically thinks, that's a shim. It's plate. I'm really excited to be using the plate system with this beautiful Trifecta razor. The head on this, I'm telling you, the polish is stunning. I love the way the scalloped bar looks compared to that like blockier head design. There is some cutouts on the cap you can see here that are designed to let you grab and assess the head a little easier, which I also like. I think it's a nice modern improvement. The shape and design alone are really interesting. You can see it's a larger blade tray, so it does cover blade tabs, which I like. The blade doesn't like really sit that much over the base plate, so you do not have a ton of like just wasted space. I really, really like this. The way it contacts to the skin is a nice narrow design. You can see the design on this pretty narrow compared to some of the other recent designs where they're tall. I like this. It just lets you get into small tight spaces. At least it did on my Adam's apple really easily. Very smooth. The one thing I was worried about was that, you know, if you get warping or things like that with a shim, right, when you're making it at home, you can have a rough shave. This, there's no warping, there's no issues, and because it's really rigid material, right, it really does a good job at securing the blade and eliminating any kind of chatter. Let me show you. This is awesome. This is, again, 24 hours of growth here. Take a look at what it does. Very smooth, very easy. I love the Chippendale handle. Again, that is my favorite handle from Yaqi, and honestly, probably my favorite stainless steel handle I own. Just period. I love the way it looks. I love the way it reflects light. And on top of that, it fits my hand really good, right? Not just aesthetically, but it actually works really well. It feels just absolutely fantastic. Really love that handle. What a beautiful, absolutely fantastic shaver. I'm telling you, awesome, awesome stuff from the Yaqi team. And again, I want to just take a moment to thank Yaqi, Grace, and their team for the support, the love, and for including us in this journey. So this, for me, is just really smooth. Really, honestly, I'm kind of captivated by this shave. I'm kind of dumbstruck at this current moment because of how smooth and elegant and easy this is. Look at this, just eliminating any stubble, going from, you know, that kind of rougher, fuzzy skin to a nice, just absolutely reflective, soft, enjoyable, zero irritation kind of shape. Really enjoying the way that feels. Really, really, I just wanted to see the comparison. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a clear delineation, a clear line on my head where that first pass was. Definitely an efficient plate. Efficient with that 1.10 plate, aka shim. Right, I even talked about doing Subi shims and things like that, right? For a long time, it's cool to use a product where it was designed from the factory. You're not doing anything at home. No plastic or credit cards were involved in the creation of these base plates. Really cool. Sorry, plates. I mean, they are bases, or they are plates that go into a base, so technically they would be a base plate, but they're not actually a base plate, right? These are just plates. They're shims, darn it. They're darn shims. What a shave. Regardless of what you want to call these things in the middle, right? Subi sandwiched plates. They are absolutely awesome when it comes down to eliminating chatter with the razor. I was a little worried that we're going to have a chattery nonsense going on here. And there's nothing to it. It just shaves so darn good. Take a look. Absolutely fantastic. Again, huge thanks to Grace and the team. What an awesome concept. And they just absolutely came out and delivered. What? Get out of here. And I love that you can get the whole entire set, right? So it's almost like an adjustable razor in a way, right? But you can get that entire set for under $50. I think that is awesome. In polished stainless, get out of here. Get out of here. They just keep doing it. They keep releasing stuff that just shaves so darn good and so much higher than the price point, right? I cannot stress that enough. And I love it for both the new shaver, because people that are coming into the craft may want a little bit less blade fill or a little more mild of a shaver, right? All the way through their entire career shaving. And as they get the hang of it and get real comfortable, they can go up to that higher base plate and really, or just a higher plate, darn it, and get a really, really, really good shape. Really comfortable. Wow. Absolutely. Just so good. So darn good. It's just like something like a bowl of mallows here. It's like I got the spoonful of the good things. This right here, absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Love to the moon and back. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this interesting and enjoyable. I know I did. That was awesome. What a shave. What an amazing, easy, absolutely adjustable, uses plates. I love that this system uses like a adjustable plate system that really lets you dial in based on what shim you have. I think that's cool. I think that's an awesome opportunity for anybody out there that doesn't want to make shims and just wants to, experience it right out of the box. And on top of that, it does allow you to adjust the aggressiveness of your shave on the daily. What a beautiful, absolutely bone level. This is to the bone. Super close, really smooth. First time I've used this, but I'm telling you, I really enjoyed it. I think that's a cool concept. It's cool to see a company utilize the idea of lifting the blade up from the base plate using the shims, right? I think that's fantastic. It's got to be cheaper, in my opinion, if you think about it, to produce compared to producing, individual base plates. Because all you're doing is producing a thin piece of metal that interacts with a razor. Sure, it's kind of like assembling with Legos. I'll give you that much, right? Kind of does feel like you're assembling the razor, putting it together, building it up. But when you're ready and you're done, that thing just stands out and it's beautiful. And I think it's freaking-tastic at shaving. Honestly, I think it's worth it. I think even though it may seem a little tedious the first time you put it together, the shave is darn near super close. Really, really good as anything I've ever used. Personally, I think that's awesome. I love the concept behind it. Great shave. Woo! So close. No irritation, no cuts, no nicks, no dings. What a day. What a day we're going on. We're splashing on a little bit more of the cold stuff. This is fantastic. Usually this has a lot of kick for me, and I'm like kind of almost like, woof. Not today. Not today. Our shave is close, but it is comfortable. That base plate, whatever you want to call it, the shim science going on here, it works. Always has. That's why it's been done forever, right? People have been putting shims and razors forever to get a closer, more efficient shave. And I like that Yaqi just did it for us. My eyes are starting to water. That is wild. That is very chilly. Good stuff from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement. This beautiful, beautiful set right here, Kane. Not available right now, so keep your eye out for it when it releases during the year. Awesome shave. Thank you again for joining me for it. Let me know again in the comments if you think this is reminiscent, if it brings up like even just a small, like the glance of the Darwin from old. For me, it does. It reminds me a lot of a Darwin. This is probably as close to a Darwin as I'm ever going to hold in my hand. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the shave. And until I see you guys again, Subs out.